right, y'all, because getting here so we can talk about this latest episode of Baddies. And I'm going to tell you the truth. These filler episodes is pissing me off. All right, real bad. Okay, before we even get started, make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn your post notifications on, and get down in these comments so we can talk about this bullshit. And let's go ahead and get into it. Now, Gretch versus Meatball is where we kicking it off at. That's where we left it off at last week. I don't know why we thought this was going to end up in any way, shape, or form Gretch as a winner, okay? Meatball grabbed that bitch and flung her into a Twizzler, okay? It just looked like Gretch did about 3 spins in the air before she hit the ground when Meatball flung her. I'm still trying to figure out why in the hell they fighting in the first place. I don't really feel like we ever got a concrete answer as to why Meatball snuck her as soon as she walked in that door. And another thing that's kind of pissing me off, and I know this whole Gretch situation is unfortunate with her and this nigga word and all of this, but the fact that she is super small, y'all dove on her, okay, when she came in there. At first, it was just her and Meatball. But after she slipped up and said nigga, she had to fight Jayla, Slim's hitting her, Dill's hitting her. And it's just like y'all are expecting her to not go into survival mode. You feel me? I appreciate that she finally took accountability because it is nasty to bite somebody. But again, the girl was in survival mode. She on the ground. I love how they always try to justify nobody was jumping her. Jayla was beating her up. Yeah, at that fucking moment, y'all wasn't jumping her because technically jumping is everybody pad on one motherfucker at the same time. But it was real jump-like. It was jump-ish. Jump adjacent. Y'all did kind of jump her. Like, the girl is super small. Y'all wasn't even giving her a chance to catch her damn breath. When you got to fight 4 or 5 bitches in a row without even breathing, they just coming up one after another, hitting you from all different fucking angles. You don't know what the fuck is going on. Your body goes into survival mode. And that is what Gretchen did. You feel me? The whole nigga comment, that's something different. Her biting Jayla, it's unfortunate. It's nasty. No, don't nobody condone biting, but it's understandable. The girl was getting piled on by about 3-4 bitches. Security, not only that, is throwing her around trying to break it up. It was a lot going on with that girl for her to be 20 pounds soaking fucking wet. But I appreciate that she stood 10 toes and she apologized to Jayla finally. You feel me? She was like, listen, I understand how it looked. And I'm sorry, Jayla, this what get me with you. And this could be an unpopular opinion, okay? We get it. You got big. The bite looks horrible, honey. Nobody is saying don't be upset because this girl done took a chunk out of your chest and it looked like hamburger meat. By all means, be upset about that. But for you to expect that going on a show like Baddies, some shit like this might not happen when all of y'all are piling on fighting one girl back to back to the point this girl can't even get her damn breath. You have to sometimes expect little shit like this. It just don't make no sense that y'all going on shows like Baddies where bitches do anything to you. They gonna take it there to whatever level every single time. And y'all shocked that shit starts ending up happening like somebody done got big after a pile on. It's crazy. I also didn't understand why Natalie was doing all that hollering at Gretch. I get that she was turned up, but she turned up now because she just got her ass beat by Meatball. She's hollering and shit. You just got to kind of understand. Natalie getting fired up at her, hollering at her and shit. I understand her telling her to kind of calm down and be quiet, but she's all, you're doing too much. You're doing a lot. Callie go over there. I even seen Tesehki at one point. They over there trying to basically calm her down, talking to her. They the only two doing it because everybody else is in there joking and laughing about her. And it's for the simple fact that she just cannot get it through her head that, and I don't even think that she can't get it through her head. So let me even change that. I just feel like she's gonna say nigga. And that just is what it is. It's ingrained in her vocabulary to the point where that girl cannot go a sentence without saying nigga. And it's just going to keep happening. So they're going to have to figure out if they're going to let her live in this house and just understand that that is how she talk. Or if it's really about to be a fight every single time the girl say nigga. And somebody explain why her and Meatball is arguing in the first place. Now, Natalie finally tell them to get dressed because they going to dinner. And once they get to dinner, they going to meet Asiandoll. I'm excited to meet Asian. She seemed like a ball of good energy. And it was like that when she showed up. They get there. They actually sit down and, honey, they bought food out. Because, see, I be thinking all these restaurant scenes are staged. They don't never have nothing to eat in that mug. It just be them sitting around at a table, and they might do a shot or two, and then it's over. The scene is done. Like, where is the food? They finally bought out some little finger foods at this restaurant. And Asiandoll gets there. I think Asian actually got there before the food came out. But she gets there. She goes up to every girl. She hugs every girl. And let me actually backtrack and mention that Callie and Natalie, they actually made a little joke about the last time they came to a dinner table together. Shit got crazy between them. But I'm glad to see that they can be on good terms and they can actually talk and get cool, because I really think that they just started off on the wrong foot. Callie actually seems like a very caring person. From the little glimpses of like her talking to Gretch and trying to have Gretch's back, it just seemed like she ain't such a bad person after all. And hopefully they can mend it and be cool. Because one thing about it, she do got the headspace to be able to rock with a bitch like Natalie. That's one thing about it, honey. For her to come in and not care nothing about going head up with her, oh yeah, she can hang with the big dog. But basically, Asian gets there. She comes in. She speaks to everybody. But her and Mariah immediately start motherfucking arguing. The shit that they arguing about is ridiculous, okay? Something about Mariah called Asiandoll out because Asian said something, and this is years ago, about dark skin. She basically, I guess she don't see herself as dark skin. And the comment consisted of she don't like dark skinned girls or something, or that's basically the gist of what Mariah is making it seem. One, Mariah, why in the fuck are you in it? This shit is something I say to you too often. Why in the hell are you in it? It don't have nothing to do with you. You are not a black woman, and here you come out here calling out this girl bad skin color, and then she made a comment. A read, I think she thought it was, but I want to know what the hell she meant by it, because she gonna say she looked like she been in the microwave too long. What the hell is that supposed to mean? Because how in the hell are you fighting with her and you trying to call out the fact that she don't like dark skinned women's, but then you gonna say a comment like she looked like she been in the microwave too long? What the fuck you trying to say? She crispy? What are you trying to say with that? I want to say that she's trying to use some type of slang. Like, I think sometimes they be using the word cooked. I want to say she's trying to do something like that. But I don't know, Mariah, because that didn't come out right. And you're going to have to explain yourself, because these white girls on this season been tripping. I'm going to tell you, they've been doing a whole lot. For them to be the token two white girls on the cast, they doing a lot, and they need to calm the fuck down, okay? And I want to know why the hell didn't nobody say nothing to Mariah when she said that? Because somebody needed to holler and say, Mariah, what the hell you mean by that? She looked like she been in a microwave too damn long. That's some bullshit. But basically, they sitting up arguing, going back and forth. Security never lets them fight. I don't know if they got told that if they fought in this restaurant, baby, they was gonna charge Lim Car $2,063.73 and change for them to rebuild a whole new restaurant, bigger and better. But honey, security was not about to let them fight in that restaurant. I was rolling, because they be tearing some shit up. They throws plates and all of that, baby. Security was not having it, okay? But they get to fighting, going back and forth. Honestly, Mariah did have the better comebacks in the argument. But that really don't matter, because the way Asian beat your ass at the end of the episode, she don't really need the comebacks. The hands speak for themselves, okay? They calm down arguing, and Natalie's asking Asian who's her favorite OG baddie. She say Jayla. And then she asks who is her favorite new baddie. She say Meatball. But basically, they have a cordial little night. Besides them two, they spark up arguing again. Just a tad, but it ain't even too much, honestly. It's just filler shit, okay? All of this whole episode. Dia finally arrives the next day. She done had to go around the world and before she could even get to Puerto Rico, because she only have a visa. So she had to go to Nassau, to Canada, to Fort Lauderdale, then to Puerto Rico. I don't know why the hell she had to go 8,000 places to get to one. Somebody gonna have to explain that to me, but she finally get there. And she basically meeting with Natalie, Jayla, Tink, Scotty, and Tesehki. And Anna pop up. And I'm super happy to see Ahna. She honestly is a breath of fresh air right now because this shit is so boring. She showed up with good energy. She showed up looking pretty. And hopefully her face is healed, or she ain't finna get in here and get the fight with none of these bitches, because I would hate for them to send her back to the damn hospital. And she just now getting back on the show. Because we need Ahna right now, for real. Honestly, we need all the motherfuckers that we could get that we know we gonna get a good show out of, because this shit is boring, okay? It's too much right now. Natalie's telling them that they finna go ride ATVs for the day. And they basically just catching Ahna up on everything that been going on. Now, car number 1, on the way to ATV riding, you got Slim, Bianca, Jayla, Scotty, Diamond, and Callie. Car number 2, you got Asian, Ahna, Natalie, Tesehki, Sapphire, and Gretchen. Car number 3, we got Tink, Meatball, Biggie, Mariah, and Dia. Basically, y'all know how they do. They talking amongst themselves in the cars. But basically, in Jayla and them car, Jayla start asking Bianca how she feeling about the friendship with Mariah. And see, this is just leading us to believe, or not even leading us to believe, but letting us know that some shit's finna come down. Bianca starts saying that she's not fighting any battles for Mariah. The only thing she's not doing is letting Mariah get jumped or letting things get out of hand. But when it comes to her handling her own phase, she's going to let her do that on her own. See, it makes sense to a point, Bianca, but if you didn't come in fighting Sapphire, I would believe you. Because when you came in, wasn't nobody jumping Mariah. Okay, that shit had happened the whole last season, and supposedly you were already aware that Sapphire and Mariah had made up and had become cool again, and you still chose to fight her after the fact. So that's the whole thing that got me confused as to why you would say that you not gonna get in it and you just gonna let her handle her own issues, or you already came on the show getting in an issue that was Mariah's issue, and now you claiming that you not getting in her issue unless she's getting jumped. It just don't make sense. Make it make sense. It's making it seem like, especially when you go to Asiandoll in them car and you hear Asian talking about Mariah behind her back, and she been telling her everything that she been saying. Now that is the meat and potatoes right there. And see, that's why shit's gonna hit the fan between y'all next episode. Because I want to know, Bianca, are you really doing that? Because that's some foul shit. But at the same time, if y'all used to watch Love and Hip Hop, I was shocked when Mariah was bringing Bianca on the show as a friend on Baddies, because they did not end off on good terms on Love and Hip Hop from what I can remember. I believe they fell out about something on the show. I think now Mariah trying to say that was a fake storyline or whatever. But they just didn't seem like they ended up on good terms, okay? And it just also seemed weird to why Bianca came in fighting Sapphire if she already knew that Mariah had made up with her. But then them text messages that got leaked showed that Mariah was actually still saying she had a problem with Sapphire. So you did still come in fighting her battles. Regardless. You was telling her, let you handle it, and all of this. You was coming in fighting her battle. So it don't make sense for you to sit here on this episode, Bianca, and say, no, I don't fight Mariah's battles. I let her fight her own battles. And that she specifically told me she want to fight Asiandoll herself. I'm not getting in the middle of that. Girl, they see right through all the messy shit. Okay, they see right on through it, and they already are starting to clock her for it. And it looked like all the shit hit the fan after Mariah and them fight once they get through ATV riding. Now, they get to the ATV place. It looked like they did have a good little time. Again, filler. They partner up. It's 2 girls per bike. They riding around. After they ride around, they go to their fight circle. Y'all know how it get. Natalie trying to talk. Mariah decides she don't even want to hear what the hell Natalie got to say no more. She run up and tell Asian to square up. Asian commenced to do her bad. Do her dirty. Close her eye the fuck up. Because, baby, when it panned to her on the preview for next episode, the way your eye is shut, damn near. Oh, Mariah, come on, baby. Hopefully this teach you to keep your motherfucking mouth closed and to stay out of shit that don't got nothing to do with you. You don't have nothing to do with black people business and black girls calling people dark skin or none of that. You don't have anything to do with that. I feel like that's kind of one in the same. I mean, it's not as bad as Gretchen calling people nigga, but it's the same situation on, you know, this is black people business, and y'all need to stay y'all motherfucking asses the fuck up out of it. Because this is what happens. Now your motherfucking eye closed up, and you looking crazy. And it's going to take a few for that shit to go to hell down the way it look like your eyes swole up. But we also see, this is when the girls start calling out Bianca. After that fight, she like, y'all bitches ain't finna press to me. I said what I said, woo, woo. But everybody's coming at her, arguing with her. So apparently, Bianca, you've been doing some type of fake shit for everybody to be coming at you like that. Because typically, not every single girl is arguing with one person. It usually will be maybe one or two tops. But for the most part, all the girls sit down and watch and let the two bitches that's arguing get their argument out. But everybody going in on her. So I'm curious to see what the hell Bianca done did. Y'all let me know that y'all watch this episode and how boring in the hell do y'all think it's getting. What the hell do we need to spice this shit up? People saying they need Rolly. Is that what we need? After we done try to get her kicked the fuck off, is that what we need? We need Rolly Bike. Let me know some. Y'all go ahead and get down in these comments. Let's go ahead and talk about the episode. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn your post notifications on, and y'all already know I'm going to be back with the next one.